go.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Okay, in the world, what are you talking about? Okay. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up. A warning. She will...
Proceed to the cabin. Because we haven't done silent yet, you know?
The interior blade.
Take the blade. Enter the basement.
The door to the... Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs.
Okay, so what happens if we...
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I haven't decided yet. Okay, I think, yeah, I haven't decided yet, yeah.
How about you drop the knife, and the two of us just... talk?
Yeah.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the... Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after...
Yeah, great. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Bishop, are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
I don't want to...
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
So that'll be the same...
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
But I thought I said other paths that they're locked to me, so I won't, like, repeat them, right? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
Not really. I know whether or not I believe it's an entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
True, that is
Note
true.
the lack of detail. You can't trust
Not
her.
the lack of detail. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm going to just save here. I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding. You walk up to the chains binding their large and heavy, far too solid.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Okay.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Yeah, we already... Okay, make a sound. If not, maybe at least I to break you free. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do this one, because
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door of the... Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked. You're here to slip. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would be easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Let's try it.
Against your better judgment, You cut into her. The blade is sharp, and she didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turned. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Eat the arm!
Stop it! Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist!
The blade. Move the blade.
Because she's like completely cold and...
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Yeah, well.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Yes, this one has.
This is the end, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you...
Okay, the prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here to... I can assure you...
Let's see what other voice...
what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Okay, so new voice this time.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yeah. You know I can hear you two.
Alright, let's just go to the cabin. It's a very cool thing.
Before you go any further, she will lie. Yeah. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Alright, what's in this cabin? They're all great.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Welcome back, Dora.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should.
You're ruining it!
There isn't a mirror. There's a table. There's definitely... There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done?
Approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the... This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand again. It was there a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Oh, it'll be back. Should I take the blade or should I leave it? Yeah, let's take it.
You take the blade from the table. Good idea. Much better to be armed than...
Blind hope alone.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down
Holy
the stairs
shit.
and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Holy shit!
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Leave the princess in the basement. I will sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? That other chain on the wall. Who is it for? Yeah, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
No, we're doing it.
And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle. It's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Maybe I do.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will.
Okay, mute the narrator.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
I'm inspecting it, yes.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
No, no.
Come out and say it. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Oh no.
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Become your own jailer.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Princess thinks you're a moron now.
That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information. Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch? No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
That's... Huh. Because that's been in every single one, hasn't it? In every single one of these I've gone through, there's been a single loose chain. It hasn't always had a shackle on it, but there's always been another extra chain. So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Did you know this is going to happen to me?
No.
Bitch! No one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
Alright.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring. There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe.
Here.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
No!
She's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does.
We asked her about that once, and she was very cagey about her answers.
But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same. If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Number goes up, it just works.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger and larger.
Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
Bitch, it's been 10 years!
Still rude.
Yeah, it's slowly...
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode. She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't. Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly, there are no walls. And then...
Oh, he's gone again.
And... I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
No, he never
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Oh, there's that mirror.
I'm just... Every time I explain to you, it's okay, dude. Don't worry about it. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. You've unraveled. All quiet once again. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Do you think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I are the only things that interest me.
Yeah, is it real out there? Do you think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Black Rose. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Had the vessels had one?
No. Their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. I like this one.
It's nice to be with someone whose thoughts I can never know is mine.
How many more?
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
This is it. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart.
Yeah, we're gonna go for it.
The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Okay. Okay, so we're the prisoner. I don't know what
you're on a path. You're here.
Okay. Okay, thanks for telling me.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make a warning. She will
proceed to the cabin.
The interior blade.
Trying to think about how we won't walk the same path, but I'm trying to think. Yeah, sure, go ahead, Hidden One. I'm open because I'm pretty much ready to Miss Smitten and get trash. Pudding. The contradiction one. Or Contrarian, that was it, I think was the name. Yeah, I'll listen to Smitten. I think I did that once.
You take the blade from the table. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it. Good.
Oh, right. This is the.
Focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward. Your grip.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, so you should just drop it.
She's unarmed.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh.
That will never...
This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course, I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was too easy. Or...
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that.
So they keep going sideways.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Fuck, what do I pick? I'm checking for a pulse, because he doesn't want me to.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking.
Yeah, Falcon.
I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth.
Good luck with Miss Murder!
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Razor. Oh, God!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to...
Yeah, okay. She's going to kill me again!
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe...
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Voice of the cheated!
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time.
Oh,
You
she wants
said
to
this
smooch.
whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Alright, proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Yeah.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Proceed to the cabin. Samsey.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of
Holy
warped wood
shit.
and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I do this every time.
Walk up to the wall. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward and... But there was a mirror.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
I hate this place.
You take the blade from the table.
Feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Into the basement. Oh my god.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
What?
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
She seems trustworthy.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
How do you get to the bone princess?
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? Do you remember what happened last time? Oh, you're just saying that? Good lord. You have a knife. I'll let you out if you drop it. Oh, trust me, you're being so suspicious right now. Can't we just talk things through? I don't have the key. I don't have the key. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do it again. Look, I know you're mad at me, but I think we don't need bygones to be bygones. What happened after you died last time? What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Nobody has to die. Okay, what are you going to do if I let you out? Fine, I'm coming closer to free you. You better not try anything. Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye. Turn to leave. I've never actually left. Screw it. Slay the princess. I don't know what to pick. Yeah, just gonna...
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
No reason?
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
Customer service princess.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to
So
her.
trustworthy.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job. But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Hit her with a rock. Fine, I'm coming closer to free you, or... Yeah, I totally trust this.
Of course I won't.
Against your better judgment,
Her
you
look!
walk across the room to within arm's reach of the princess.
Hit her with a big rock.
I don't like the way you said within arm's reach. You hear the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours. Right? Hers, at first. Then yours. Your neck, specifically.
Hehe.
Hehe.
You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody blade and the limp sack of flesh that was once her arm.
Holy shit, what?
You're going to die now.
And with a quick jerk of her elbow, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Arms Race. Oh no! Oh!
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You're what? The interior of the cabin. A restricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting?
I didn't read it.
Who holds the cards
Should have
now?
used a rock.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Oh, he's at the hunted now.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
So 2 extra voices.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our 3rd? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right, that's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world.
Oh my.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay,
Nope.
sure. You take the
Nope.
blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
She just
Right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
fucking taking it.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. And what if we never do? So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Long drawn out sigh.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open.
Wow.
And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there.
Oh, excuse me.
Just an illusion.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Oh my god, we're being delivered to a killing floor.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
She's more jagged.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Oh,
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually,
Sure,
Does
hi,
survival
princess.
matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms, twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Holy shit!
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We're fighting her, obviously. We're going to appeal to her authority. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. It's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. I have to pick this. Oh god, I have to.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end
Bring
the
back
world
Smitten.
if you don't stop her. Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
What kind of a question is that?
I'd rather not.
It's not like she wants us anyway.
I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
Voice of the... Thank you. Has anyone ever told you how gorgeous you are? I just really feel like I get you. Like, I like you, romantically even. Maybe we can hash this out over a date. How about you buy me dinner before impaling me to get... Give her the look! In a game with no correct answers, this is the correct answer. Roll for seduction. Give her the look.
The look. The look. We've all used it. Yeah, do you not know about the look?
Even I know about the look.
Broken.
Flash the princess the look. And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
Fucking amazing.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Oh, be damned. This is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still going to kill you. But now we can both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Or not. At least she likes us. I've never been liked before.
Blush still glowing in her cheeks. The princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing. She skewers you.
Oh, fuck.
Ow.
Worth it.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much.
He's back!
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Oh god, no. Are we on a meat hook?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
How many we can stack?
As long as we keep moving. We'll win her heart eventually.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Authority puffer up, but she has swords on. Okay, we're going to let her stab us, and we're going to have a stiff upper lip. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. So she wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. It doesn't work if she kills you again and again and again and again. You remember blurs the consciousness leaps from life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
Contrarian's back!
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
Stubborn!
She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Just panic. Flee.
We haven't ever heard paranoid.
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
I think paranoid is if you like walk away and let her just stay there. I think that's the paranoid one.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
That's if you try to talk her through it, I guess, yeah.
She skewers you. See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
I like how these all...
None of this is working. Think. She skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Like just Blade Monster. Chapter 4. Mutually assured destruction. Oh my god, we got to a chapter 4. We haven't gone to a chapter 4 before.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Steel claw.
Oh, what if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
What if we throw it out the
It
window?
won't be very hard. We've died a lot. I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... Yeah.
Oh. Shoot. I missed it. Dang it, well, sorry. Heroes will notch it up to a win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win.
Just want to win.
Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Do I have a choice?
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Oh, she's gonna transform.
Are you gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
Oh my god.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Holy shit!
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
Made of swords.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
Throw her out the window like a knife.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
All right,
Enough!
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you are already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. This is probably the best one to end it on. You do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns. You do so. Look, silence as you reach towards the glass. Time for you to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
It's the narrator. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. And then another crack forms, and oh yeah. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you again. I wonder if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions. Does it hurt when pieces like you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? I'm gonna ask you something. It's like a piece of you breaks. Are you part of me or something else? I have met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? I'm asking that one.
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it me a possibility. Why did you lie to me? People out there beyond the walls of the concept, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them? And what is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
I'm the long quiet? I'm pretty sure death is good, actually. Important, even.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
I don't want to be a god, I want to be me. Were you a god? Yeah.
No. In life, I was painfully mortal. A witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something.
It is very cool.
So I made you. And I made her. And I made this place to hold you both.
After everything you've done, do you think anyone deserves to live?
Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. But if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you.
You have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris?
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
I don't want to be a god, I want to be me.
You are you. And if you had let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will. Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
You made us out of what? I need to, yeah, that's another one I want to ask.
The cycle of life and death, the endless pattern of creation and destruction. I tore it in two and shaped the fraying threads into you and her.
Run out of questions. Okay. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to slay her, and I want you to know that before you die for good.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god. Even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece. And my time is up. I'm just an echo. And every echo fades away.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the Long Quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Kevin, one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh, it's all of them.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment.
Cuddle puddle.
I've missed you dearly.
I kind of like how they kind of swept on its edge, like the long quiet or whatever, that's the representation of life and creation, whereas she, bright and vibrant and a beautiful woman, is the representation of death and destruction. Well, she made... I miss you too. Do you know about the Echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He is deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the Long Quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I'm saving because now I can come back later and just get the achievement for free. There's so many stories we left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions I need answered before I make a choice. If I left you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. No. If you're always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led me to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. I told you what was going to happen when we reached this point, yeah.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Oh shit.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
Oh shit! I picked the wrong point!
On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once. You learn to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to rise above me.
That's true, yes.
You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives. And yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
If you hadn't snatched that body away, we would have killed each other. We were self-destructive. It felt so good to finally win, even if it was going to cost me my life. Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle meaning.
And even then, what we saw was not an ending. When I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb.
Good thing you saved.
To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck.
It's going through all my choices.
But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material, and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing. To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things. Would you strip that gift away, and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
Got a point. They'll see permanence as a gift in time. That would be torture. I won't engage in this. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. Stop the fight early and surrender. I want to see more, you know? That would be torture.
It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience. And their purpose is the same. To be permanent is to cease. To be paused is to be trapped.
The sensation of bleeding.
I just wanted to see her again, the big dummy mommy.
And dying and living comes back in vivid color. A past that is also present. A pain that is everything and yet nothing at all. You feel the shame of 100 deaths and the pride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and free of end. Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
It was beautiful.
It was. Triumph does not
Sure
exist without
remembers.
defeat. Birth does not exist without death. It is through conflict that we create beauty. I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be. Preserved until the moment of reunion. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze.
This is so fucking good.
I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life.
Yeah, even her hair is fine.
And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
I deserve what you did to me. I won't engage, but I don't want to linger.
Then don't.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
The things you believe in when you want to sit above it. What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
To fight for better, I'm sorry, slay the prince of all these. I should know. Something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. Everything you can to make me understand. We keep dismissing mine. Then I must be able to change you. I'm tempted by this one. Like, what would that end up being, you know? I'm going, fuck it. You're missing a princess. I'm missing a couple. But what do I... Oh. Wait, is that a hint? I don't know what to pick. Shit! Ah! I know the hidden one has already beat this. I did save it. Fuck it.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Hey! Which hero are you?
I'm all of them, I assume, in the same way that you're all of you.
I thought voices weren't allowed. I thought you died whenever I looked into the mirror.
I don't think that's wrong, but I'm not sure it's right either. But we can worry about all that later. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence.
Okay, have a good night, Dora.
There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go.
The sketches. It's all...
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
It's the...
Do you need me to describe things? That'd be nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place. Oh, you made it here too? We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
Yeah. Is it just three of us? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. Really goes to show how much you've grown up. Killing somebody across every iteration of reality just by existing. I don't even know what I would do if I were in the driver's seat with that kind of power.
I think I was just saying, could you describe the canvas for all times that he could read? I don't know, actually. I feel how I feel about him being gone. It's funny, even after he put us through. I'm kind of sad to see him go. I mean,
Me
honestly,
too.
yeah.
He was a lot of fun. Really easy to mess with. Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Do I take the blade with me? Am I gonna be... Oh my god, I don't know.
That's probably for the best. It's always seems to give us more things we can do, right?
Oh, we still have the same stab, 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 stab.
So you're not gonna suggest we throw it out the window? No, we've been through too much for that. And he's gone, so there's no one left to mess with but ourselves. You've gotten serious. Besides, what's the third beat? It isn't funny if we toss it out the window twice. There's the guy I know.
Throw the blade out the window! We're just kidding.
Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time. We don't know what you want from us, but let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together.
Maybe, I don't know. Continue down the stairs.
And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart.
What have we smooched?
Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So, you brought the knife. After everything you've seen, and all the lives we've lived together, you still aren't sure what you want to do? Unless you are. We just hope you're sure of yourself, one way or the other.
Sit with them. I never got a chance to talk with you before you were taken away. Not you at least. I'm sorry for what I did.
It's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. I don't think a conversation with us then would have
Nice.
been very insightful. That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
I don't want to be a god.
Hard agree. Seems overrated. Too much pressure.
But that's what you've always been. Even now. You can't put aside such an important part of who you are. And neither can we.
True.
So, you might as well embrace it.
Are you the same as you are out there?
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world. But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
That's kind of like us, isn't it? Yeah. We really are the same.
How do I have to be way out of this? What are we going to do? I don't want to have to slay you, but I don't know what other options are. I'm sorry. Slay the person. It's just like, let's be way out of this.
We don't think there's a way for us to leave, but maybe there doesn't have to be an ending. The way it all works seems to be based on you. If you believe we can do something, then we can do it. So believe that we can put it all back. Believe we can fix the Echo's construct and make us all forget.
Phoenix.
Believe we can send us all back to the beginning, before anyone woke up, before the truth consumed us.
Can they really do that? Are you sure that's what you want? Why wouldn't it be what we want? Especially if it brings him back? We can't keep going without a nemesis.
But are we saying it do anything to help them? The people out there. If you continue to exist, then don't they continue to die and suffer? I don't want to forget you.
We don't want to forget you either, but that's what we would have to do.
A single tear forms in one eye and slides down their cheek. Sorry, couldn't help myself.
I don't think we ever really forget, anyway. There's always something that draws us back together. Some buried memory that both of us treasure.
We're gonna find ourselves back here eventually. If we're here talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before? This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. Is there any other way? I take it all back. I don't want this, and I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god? Let's do it. I believe in us. Agree to her plan. Is this the interesting choice, hidden one? Because that's what my gut is telling me. Just tell me yes or no if it's the interesting choice. That's what I thought. Honestly, that's my gut right there. I believe in us.
Okay. If this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. Speak for yourself. Maybe I'll see you too. Maybe I won't. They take the blade from our hand and stare fondly into our eyes.
I love you.
We love you too. Everything is going to be okay.
Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so now I'm like, okay, now what the fuck do I do? Do I turn around and leave again, or because that's how, like, that's the I have to get back to her, right? Oh, it didn't matter what I picked, did it? That was the end. And that it was more important to be there with her than to keep things as they were. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. So, our song, The Princess, I Don't Like Small Talk, To Be Everything, The Shifting Mound Monument 4, Shifting Mound Monument 1, Mutually Assured Destruction, The Gray, Fire, The Long Quiet, Shifting Mound Movement 2, 5, The Song We Write in Our Blood, Transformation, Shifting Mound Movement 3. Spiritual Regret, there's a track order for a special playlist just for you. Oh, hello! Okay. That's awesome! That's my own playlist! It was like 30 bucks. Good Day Slayers too. Join Discord, join subreddit, follow somewhere else, make your playlist. Play our other game. I've already done that. And return to main menu. This was such a good game. I like this a lot. And I always like when I have these kind of games and I feel really satisfied with the ending and conclusion I've come to. I feel satisfied by this. I know there's probably maybe even a better ending, or maybe picking and, you know, going on and creating more universes together or whatever. Maybe that was a good one too, or that may have been the good ending. But I felt really satisfied with this. Like, super satisfied with it. Make your playlist. Is it taking me to? It's taking me to Spotify. Nice. Yeah, so I can make my playlist with it. No, this was honestly, this was such a good game, and I expected no less from the devs of Scarlet Hollow, to be perfectly honest. God, they fucking know how to tell a story. Holy shit. No, this was superb.